One thing I wish international educated nurses understand early is this: orientation matters more than you think. Hi, I'm Titu. I'm an international educated nurse from the United Kingdom who studied and worked there for several years before converting my license here. I currently work in British Columbia in the capacity of a clinical nurse educator, and I created this account just to support international educated nurses like yourself. I share nursing content for all my nurses out there, just share things about me, my experiences, and my journey so far. A good orientation builds clarity, it builds confidence and safety, while a poor one can, it can have you doubting yourself even when you are confident. Many IENs, many international educated nurses have this pressure just to cope and prove themselves instead of asking questions or requesting for support. And asking questions and requesting for support doesn't make you look weak. It actually makes you stronger, right? As someone who has lived this journey as an international educated nurse who's converted, I've been through this myself. And right now, my role as a clinical nurse educator, I support nurses professionally. That is what I do right now. New hires, newly qualified nurses, international educated nurses. That's what I do right now. Needing orientation does not mean you are weak. It just means you're responsible. Anybody that's starting in a new unit, anybody that's starting in a new hospital, you're going to get orientation anyway. But as an internationally educated nurse, you want to understand the culture. You want to understand the team. You want to understand where you're working, the expectations. You want to understand the system. You want to understand your role, your scope, the capacity. You want to understand the roles of other team members in your department. You want to understand where you fit, what you can do, right? You want to understand all of this. I know you've been through the process. Maybe you've done the Introduction to Canadian course. You've done Introduction to Canadian Nursing course. You've done a few courses like that. But when you are, it's different in theory. You want to be in the system to understand how the system works. So orientation gives you the opportunity. When you're starting as an international educated nurse, if they give like a 4 weeks orientation and you feel like you need more, ask for it. When I started back in the community nurse, my first ever job, I was given 6 weeks of orientation. 2 weeks I was in front of the computer doing all this education back to back. My eyes were heavy at the end of the day. For 2 weeks straight, Monday to Friday, 2 weeks, I was in front of the computer doing so many education because I was new to the authority that I'm working at. And after that, 4 weeks, I went out into the community. I worked with different people, for old, new staff. I worked with the clinical practice lead. I worked with CNE. I was given so much support. At the end of the 4 weeks, I didn't feel like I needed any more support. But they asked me before the end of the 4 weeks that if I needed more support, I should ask for it. I could have asked for it. So if they gave you only 4 weeks and you needed more, ask for it. If they gave you 6 weeks and you needed more, ask for it. It doesn't make you weak. It just means that you want to hone on your skills more. And nothing called too much orientation. You want to have that support, that knowledge before you start into your practice. Once orientation is done, with international educated nurses, they will thrive. But where I work right now in my health authority, there are roles that was created just for international educated nurses. I wish it was there during my time, but it wasn't. These are called the nurse mentors, and they are there. They are created just to support international educated nurses or newly qualified nurses for up to 1 year or 18 months. But it was created for international educated nurses. There's a whole department, professional nurses, professional practice, that supports new entrants, international educated nurses. So they want us as internationally educated nurses to thrive. So they're giving us all that support. We better utilize it. If you feel like after the orientation, you're not sure about this, ask your CNE, ask your someone who has been in that unit for longer time. Ask. On my next couple of videos, I'll be sharing what to ask and how to prepare. All right, so that you can start strong and not silent. Remember to like, follow, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yes, I will continue sharing things that work for me, things that would help you once you qualify here as a nurse. I'll see you guys in my next video.